In this video, I'm going to take a quick look at what's happening pre-market on Monday morning. I think things are going to play out pretty much like I have been expecting. There was some question as to whether or not this bottom here was an intermediate cycle low with the break to a lower low and a failed daily cycle that confirms that that was not the intermediate cycle low. The intermediate cycle low is going to occur when this daily cycle bottoms. We're on day 36, so it's very late in the cycle. I'm going to predict that we're going to get our bottom sometime this week. Price really should break the intermediate trend line before the bottom occurs, so we probably won't get it today, although it's not 100%. These trend lines do get broken most of the time, but not 100%. But I'm going to say it probably will get broken. Everybody will get extremely bearish, and then we will put in the intermediate bottom, and then we'll head back up. I don't know whether we're going to make a higher high or not. I kind of think the currencies may just be stuck in a trading range for the next several years. So far that is playing out like I expected. And I've noted before that stocks very often will form an intermediate cycle low in conjunction with either an intermediate cycle low in the dollar or the euro. One or the other of those currencies are typically under stress when the stock market forms an intermediate cycle low. So it looks like it's going to be the dollar this time. So this could play out in one of two ways. My thinking was if we get a bottom here, like say today, if the plunge protection team intervenes and they completely turn this sell-off around by the end of the day, then we could have one more leg up and then a final intermediate cycle low, maybe in late April or early May. If the plunge protection team stays out of the way and they allow the market to finish its natural correction, then we're going to get our bottom sometime this week when the dollar bottoms. And like I said, the dollar's on day 36, so it's getting very, very mature. I doubt that we would make it past this week before both of these markets bottom. And then typically what happens is when the stock market bottoms, it bottoms different than other markets. When the market starts to sense that the stocks have completed their ICL, we typically get a V-shaped rocket shot straight back up that makes new highs very quickly. Classic example here on the November bottom. Price just shot straight back up. Same thing on the Brexit vote, straight back up to new highs. It'll do the same thing this time. And I'm going to say that you don't want to miss this. We only get maybe 2 of these a year. These are your best buying opportunities that come all year long, and especially in the stock market because of the way the stocks bottom is they kind of slingshot out of those bottoms. So when we get a bottom, you have a very good buying opportunity, and you make big money quickly. So I'm going to caution against getting extremely bearish and anticipating that stocks are ready to crash. They are not ready to crash. This is just a normal corrective move, one that happens on average about every 20 to 24 or 5 weeks. And I think we're on week 21 here. So this is just doing what it's supposed to be doing. We've had a huge run. Sentiment got really bullish. We need to have a correction to clear that sentiment, and then that paves the way for the next leg up. Nothing has changed. The Fed continues to play this same game plan over and over. They keep interest rates too low, too long. They print too much money, creates a bubble. Nothing is going to change. This time is not going to be different. We're going to have the same end result we did in 2000, the same end result we did in 2007 with real estate, and the same result we had with the commodity and energy markets in 2008. We're going to have a bubble. This time the bubble is going to be in the stock market. So be ready. At some point this week, the stocks are going to put in their intermediate bottom. It'll be when everybody is extremely bearish. I'll be the only one looking for a reversal and a move higher. So sometime this week, you're going to get your buying opportunity, and it's going to be a great buying opportunity. We are not done yet. The stock market has to have its bubble phase. We have to get the end result. When the Fed prints too much money, this has to happen. It's happened every time in the past. It's going to happen this time too. So be ready this week. We're going to get our bottom here soon. We're going to get a top in gold. When the dollar completes that intermediate cycle low, gold is going to top. Gold is in the exact opposite position as stocks. Stocks are very deep into an intermediate decline. Gold is very deep into an intermediate advance. They're going to turn, if not on the same day, very close. So when stocks bottom, gold's going to top, and then gold will come down into its intermediate cycle low. And 4 or 6 weeks from now, when gold is selling off and everyone is bearish, I'm going to tell you then that that's the time to buy gold. And of course, nobody will listen to me. They'll want to buy at the top of the rally. So here's the gold chart. Here's the intermediate trend line. We probably need to break that trend line. So this is always what happens. People get extremely bullish at the top, and they buy at the top, and then down here at the bottom, when I'm telling people to buy, they don't buy because they think price is going to go lower. So this just never changes. Right now, the stock market is in this position here. It's getting ready to set up for a buy on the long side. Gold is in the opposite position. This intermediate advance is getting very mature. It's getting set up for an intermediate top. When we get a correction and I'm telling you to buy in sometime in April or May, people will not want to buy, just like they didn't listen to me down here. They're not going to listen to me up here when gold forms its intermediate top either. This is just the way human emotions work. These things never change.